Sup? Got a Civivi. Civivi. This is a Civivi Primitrox. Okay. Not sure what that is. Natural G10. I'm guessing that's like jade. And satin finish nitro V. Okay. Well, let's not dilly dally. Let's not tarry along the way. All right. I think this might have been photographed and it's currently listed over at Timber's Edge. So we're doing some of that. So some of these have been photographed. They're already for sale over at Timber's Edge. And so I have the ability to bring them over and run a review on them. Okay. I am familiar with this now. And simple Civivi. Yeah, JG10's got nice texture on it. T8 hardware, except for the pocket clip. I believe that's T6, but T8's on the body screws. And not a lot, just 2 back spacers. It's got a little lanyard spacer. Deep carry, steel. I'm sure that's steel, yeah. But it's bead blasted. And then they bead blast the liners to have that same bead blasted look only on the edges. When we take it apart, we'll see that it's only on the edges where they bead blasted, and very skeletonized. You can see it in there. Back flipper only. Nice jimping. Man, let's get the blade out. Yeah, buddy. I mean, what's that remind you of? I know what it reminds me of. It is very similar to one of my favorite knives, the Praxis, right? Come on, man. I like that satin, semi-satin finish on that Nitro V. Liner lock. Oh, look at the action on this thing. Very nice. Back flipper only. Jimping on the spine. It's got that same choil, but it's not at the sacrifice of the main grip. But you can get there for sure. Yeah, the jimping on this flipper tab is really nice, so that once you're there, it bites, and you can light switch it, and it's just kind of a pull down maneuver. Yeah, very simple knife. Not a lot complicated going on here, and really reminds me of a Praxis. Yep, it's a little leaner, I think. It's off in subtle ways. Mm-hmm. I dig it. Man, let's get in it. It's a simple knife. The review can remain simple. Doesn't got to be complicated. Matter of fact, I think because it's so simple, I'd like to keep the review simple. One of those pocket screws or pocket clip screws, I think the back one is part of the lockdown, so we'll have to pull it. Yep, the knife just came apart. I felt it. There it goes. Yeah, really standard fare in here. Nothing complicated. I do see a little lubrication, but we'll wipe it down and fairly quickly put it back together. There is a lot of tension on this lock bar, and I'm tempted to take a little bit off, but I think I'm going to leave it be. Yeah, I mean, it's snappy. I don't think you can fail the knife. Yeah, let's just leave good. How's that? Beautiful satin finish on this Nitro V. The bead blast, the entire scale is bead blasted. Normally they would just bead blast that very edge, but the whole scale has been bead blasted. Look at all that skeletonizing. So and the end result is this knife is very light, super lightweight. Yeah, wonderful. Get some little parts here, and we'll put it back together. We're already there. All right, here we go. Let's get it all back together. Oh, I don't think we want to super glue it. I mean, I maybe shouldn't keep super glue next to my oil. Yuck. What a cleanup mess that would be. I think we come apart here. Yeah. Put a little bit on that track where that detent ball's running. And got to remember to put our little pin for a lanyard back in there. Tiny spaces, big fat old fingers. I don't have as much dexterity as I used to. All right, here we go. Make sure everything's functioning. I think I'm a little tight on that pivot. Can't fail it. Pretty nice. Let's put this other pocket clip screw in there. We'll wrap up. Primitrox or Tox. Wow, very nice. All right, I'm gonna read that again. So Primitrox. Okay, let's talk about this action. Can't fail it. Yeah, let's check it and make sure it's locked. Yeah, buddy. I mean, I'm gonna keep it simple, man. It's a minus. It's not wowing me in any way, but it's super smooth. I can't fail it. It's basically drop shut, very hydraulic. I mean, I don't even know why I'm giving it A minus. It's just as solid as a rock, man. Ergonomics. So not so confident, very confident. I mean, ooh, yeah, keep going. The flipper tab turns into a nice finger guard, really locks the hand in. It's got excellent jimping up here on the spine. I mean, it's good enough to say combat jimping. It's cut square, very sharp. You dig in, you're locked in. I mean, I've got a full 4-finger grip with some to spare. I'm really locked in on this knife. So, I mean, I can go all the way up there. I feel very comfortable to say that that's a confident grip. The reverse grip capped with the thumb. Yeah, come on. Yeah, easy. And I can get here for this reverse grip if I wanted to hammer or bring this in tight for a defensive posture. Yeah, really nice. Excellent ergonomics. Let's check that pocket clip. And again, the pocket clip's just so simple. I mean, it's hooded and caps over at the top, so it's not going to be hot in the hand, and it's going to run really well. The question is, do I need to put a little tension on it? I mean, it's lacking a little tension, so I think I'm just going to fix it. No worries. Yeah, so I protected the clip and put a little bit of tension on it, and it's going to make all the difference in the world. And of course, whenever you do that, and I mention this frequently, whenever you do that, make sure that you run that rear screw first, because the rear screw will pull down the front so that that front screw can get all of its threads connected before it starts to tighten. Just a small precautionary deal. All right. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't look any different at all, but the tension here, yeah, is markedly different. So here on the thick stuff, it's a F5 clip. Could survive a tornado throwing that around, and that knife would still be collected or connected to that pocket. And it's definitely a dryer clip. I could put it here, standard jean size pocket, throw it in the dryer, let it tumble around for 30 minutes, pull it out, and it would still be right there. And then of course my back pocket where I carry in that back right pocket, so I can reach back with my right hand and grab it. Man, if I roll down a hill, get in a scuffle, run, whatever I do, when I reach back for this knife, it's going to be right where I left it, which is what I want out of a pocket clip. I want it to retain my knife in my pocket. Some don't do that so much, but this one's wonderful. I wonder if there's blade contact here. There's no blade contact through the back of the scales. The tip is recessed. So the clip is awesome and amazing now. The tip is solid. I don't have any concerns there. And I can handle this knife any way I want and not catch that sharp part. Well, speaking of sharp parts, Nitro V Civivi Factory Edge. How we doing? Yeah. Crazy sharp out of the box, which is what you could expect from a Civivi knife. Faux show. All right, price and availability, man. What do you got to pay for this Primitrox? So this one's going to run $55 to $65. My guess is you probably, with the discount code over at Timber's Edge Knife, you pick this up right around $50. Yep, that's free shipping, no tax. Yep, Timber's Edge knife, right around $50. Is it worth $50? I think it's a stunningly good knife. It's very basic, very simple, and for $50, if you're looking for a budget knife, to me that qualifies as a budget knife. Nitro V steel, wonderful action, excellent ergonomics, and just as simple. What a super good, not a heavy work knife, but nice little work pocket knife. 100%. Yep, very nice. Appreciate y'all watching.